Hello, and welcome to the Bold and Brave Collective. I'm Faye Lynne, your host, and I'm super excited for you to meet my guest today, Lorna A. George, the visionary founder of Equipping to Thrive. Hi, Lorna.
Hi, Faye. How are you?
I'm doing great today. Thanks for being here.
You know what? Thanks for having me. I so appreciate the work you're doing to inspire leaders and the way you are inspiring women to master changes with confidence. So
thank you. My goodness.
Yes.
Wow. I didn't even have to pay you to say that. That's pretty nice. Thank you very much. Thank you. Okay.
Hey.
For those of you that don't know Lorna, and I'll tell you a little bit about her, okay? She's a personal and executive coach with over 17 years experience as a lawyer. She empowers women over 50 to create purpose-driven legacies through her transformative VIP framework, which I hope to hear a lot about, values, impact, and people. She's also the founder of Sandal Strap, supporting Black women with scholarships for careers in science and architecture. Her work is all about clarity, compassion, and impact. And I can't wait to hear about it, Lorna. It really is exciting. As I'm learning things about you that I never knew, I thought, oh, wow, I can't wait to hear all this. So let's get started with a bit of your journey of how you even started Equipping to Thrive.
And you know what? You are so right. It's a journey. I mean, I think as women, sometimes, at least speaking personally, we are prone to dismiss our experiences and the challenges that we go through. And we really don't put a lot of trust into, the things that we have gone through. And Equipping to Thrive really started on my journey and my search to try and find what's going to happen for the next chapter of my life.
Nice.
And it's like I was trying to run away from my past for some of the challenges that I've gone through, childhood trauma and all of that. And I realized that it's like, hold on, that's what makes me who I am. Yes. That is what equipped me to this stage in my life. And that's how the name come about, Equipping to Thrive.
Wow.
I was just growing just so I can thrive further. Wow. And I decided, you know what, to spread that out into a coaching, because I am not the only woman who has gone through things and still standing. So that's how the name
that's great. About. Isn't it something how it's just something inside of us that reflects and we have to do something for other people, right? That's what our journey does. That's awesome. That's awesome. So let's hear a little bit about that VIP, because I'm interested in that.
Yes, so that's the framework. And again,
that's awesome.
It came from, my coming and trying to realize where I'm going. VIP is value, impact, and people. And really, when it comes to the first component of the framework, I think sometimes we try to live our life for other people. We're comparing ourselves to what other people are doing. And there came a point in my life when I'm like, say, you know what? I am striving for all of this. And instead of running my own race, I am dismissing my values and try to live somebody else's values. And I realized when I step back and start to focus on what are the things that are important to me, my values is what came up.
Wow.
When you talk about impact, we're so busy running around doing other things, hiding from the things we're supposed to do.
Wow.
The things that can make a change.
Yes.
The things that we're doing, they're not taking us further to our goal.
Right.
That's not making an impact. Right. And I realized I've got to stop, focus on what I can do to create the kind of impact that I want to create, which is at the end of the day, is just to try and inspire others, especially Black women.
Yeah, that's
continue to rise and build the kind of legacy that they need to have.
Wow.
The final component is people. And I've got to tell you, I came to that late in my life because I was one of those persons. I don't need anybody. I can do it on my own. I can pull up my own bootstraps, get my own boots, put them on, pull them. That was me.
Wow.
And it was in 2018, I took a course on spiritual formation. And it came around that we were built for relationship. And I realized how much I was missing out. And that's what's prompted me to pull back. And I realized that I need people. And with the VIP framework and coaching, and especially when it comes to the components of people, we need people around us who are going to lift us up.
Yes.
There are sometimes people who doesn't have our best interests at heart. And there are times when we're feeling a bit down. And we may need people, friends and colleagues and peers to just kind of point out what are some of the blessings that we have.
Right.
So
Exactly.
there comes a VIP framework. Our values are important, kind of impact we need to make, and the kind of people that we're going to surround ourselves with, and those that we're trying to add value to their lives.
Wow, that is powerful. I mean, that seeing it work on yourself must be the inspiration. Just like I know that this can change your life, right? You're just trying to get people to say, yes, I can hear you're passionate, that it definitely has made a difference for you. And I think that's what's anything we do in life when we offer it to someone, if it's made a difference in our lives, then it's like, it's just like you want them to grab onto it. It's like, come on, this can change your life. So that's exciting. And do you find that people have a good reaction to it, or do they really, how are you finding it?
Most definitely, because it is so easy and so simple to follow, and it can work in any area of your life. I mean, the foundation that we have is our values. If we don't have that, we don't have anything. And that forms the basis for whatever we're going to do. I mean, your values can change because sometimes as you get older, the things that are more important to you are not that important.
Right.
But regardless of the stage you are in your life, that's the foundation. And that's what you need to start with.
Oh, that's awesome. My goodness, that sounds so inspiring. That's great. Good for you. And to have people around you, that is so important. I mean, I've always been that type of person. I love to have people around me just because I always say to people, they'd say, why are you so outgoing? And because you learn so much about yourself when you talk to other people. And that's the thing. It's not just you're learning about them. I'm learning about me. How did I react? How did I act? How did my values come into play? And I think that's what's important. We learn from the people around us. So you must see such a difference when you change that in your life.
You know, it can be a struggle because I'm an introvert.
That's right.
And I'm not comfortable in crowd or anything like that.
Yes.
So it has its challenges to actually reach out to people and ask for help. But I realize that I do need to do that. And especially as you get older.
Yeah.
I mean, you need to have that support. You need to have people who you can reach out to. Because you're going to have difficult times.
Yeah, it's going to happen.
You've got to just keep rolling with it.
Well, good for you. Good for you. Okay. I also wanted to hear a little bit about that sandal strap and what you're hoping to see come from that. Like, I don't know anything about it, so fill me in on that.
You know, thank you so much for that. I mean, it is so near and dear to me just in terms of doing that. Because I think as Black women, and just speaking from my own personal experience and from a member of the community, I think sometimes we're seeing that we're always taking, and we're not giving, and we're not contributing anything to society. And there's some of us out there who are working so hard and trying to make a difference. There's some of us who are the backbone of the family. We're carrying the community. We're, you know, so much we're doing. And I just want to inspire these young women coming up. And in particular in two areas. I mean, there are two things that brings us security, I think. I think our health and actually having a roof over our head. Having a place to call home. That is so important.
Yes.
Hence the two areas that I select. Science and architecture.
I was going to ask that. Why did you pick those? That's so interesting.
You know, we need to have Black women in those areas. We need to have Black women who are designing homes so that, you know, we can have that. You know, we need to have Black women who understand about our health, who are interested in research, whatever it has to do, you know, to promote the health of the community, the health of the environment, research. So that's where it is. I want to contribute as little as I can, you know, I mean, I am not a wealthy person, but whatever I can do to help. So that's why I decided to sponsor scholarships. So one woman a year, one student a year, either in third or fourth year, who are majoring in any of those areas, science or architecture.
Good for you. I mean, women in general, we need those areas, the science and architecture, and women in general, we need to get ourselves in there. There's certain things that it just seems like there's such a minority of women inside of these things too. That's great. Wow. That's fantastic that you even thought of it, that it crossed your mind to do it, because a lot of people think about it, but to put it into action, that's the thing. That's good. Good for you. All right. And now there's the question that we wanted to talk about was, how do you keep your bold voice strong when doubt or fear creeps in, because it always does.
I don't think we have enough time to talk about that.
That's funny.
But you know what? That is so difficult. And it's a day-to-day struggle.
Yeah.
It's a
Yes.
day-to-day thing that you have to do because fear and doubt crept in. I'm going to, perfect example, a little bit of story.
Okay.
I've been planning this webinar and I started the planning from fall of last year to
Okay.
do and I keep putting it off because it's not perfect. I didn't have everything right, the script right, and I keep putting it off.
Right.
And it took me actually 4 months before I actually get to do that webinar. I just did
Wow.
it last week. And it
Good
felt
for
like
you.
there
Good
was a
for you.
load off my shoulder. But
Yes.
what happened is that there is that inside voice who keep telling you that you're not good enough, or you keep watching out to other people.
Yes.
Back to my story of, starting Equipping to Thrive.
Right.
And what you have to do, or at least what I have to do, again, is just to focus. Okay, why are you doing this, Lorna?
Yeah.
What is important about it to you?
Right.
You said you want to do the webinar, but you haven't done it. What is the impact you want to make? What are the women, who are the women are going to be missing out
Right.
because you did not do it?
That's right.
So you're really not living up to what you say you want to do. And that's why I have to put myself in a space. And also sometimes you have to rely on your colleagues and your peers to kind of speak with you just to help you through the difficult time that you're going through. But it is a day-to-day battle. And
I know.
one of the things that I recently came to, there is this, I think it's a poem, it's called In the Arena. It's from with Teddy, the president, Theodore Roosevelt, right?
Okay, yeah.
And it's in the gist of it is, don't listen so much to the people who are criticizing you because you're not actually not doing what you're aiming to do.
Wow.
And at the end of the poem, it talks about sad to the person who doesn't know victory or defeat. That means you have to try.
Yes.
Don't worry about the people who telling you, well, this is not how you should do the webinar, Lorna. You should have done this, because they're not doing it.
That's
You're
exactly. Yeah.
You're the one that's doing it. You're the one that's trying.
Yes.
So again, you're going to have to decide who you're going to surround yourself with people. So when those doubts come in, to get your bold voice going, to keep you going, you have to sometimes be laser focused.
Yes.
In terms of what you're doing, and know which voices you're going to be listening to.
And that does keep you bold and brave, right? It must have felt so good to just do that, to finally do that webinar. Must have felt like, woo!
It is such a load, and it
wasn't
as bad as I thought it would be. And I think sometimes that is it.
Yes.
You don't try. At least I don't try because you're worried about failure. You don't want to fail, so you don't try. And just doing it. It just kind of inspired me. So I've got another one coming up on May 20th because I was so pumped, to get it done.
See that? Wow. And so you mentioned, you said by not doing it, that other people are missing out, right?
Exactly.
But by not doing it, look what you missed out on.
Look what the
look
growth.
at that. Because look at how you are right now.
Yes,
like this feeling you would not have, Thank
you so much for pointing that out.
No, that is fantastic.
That is so
I'm so proud of you. That's good. Because I get it. To do something new. And I try to do new things and fail at least a couple of times a month because it keeps me really thinking, okay,
good for you.
And just that feeling when you're afraid to do something, it gets a little easier each time because then you do it again. And come on, I failed on so many things, but I've learned something from every single thing.
It's not failure.
Yes,
you get to try it again. You're learned. So that's how you think of it.
Yeah.
It's
well, good for
forward.
you. Good for you. You too. Like especially that
forward.
Listening to other people, because sometimes people aren't excited about it. They think, well, whatever. There's a lot of webinars out there, whatever,
Yeah, exactly. You know exactly what it is. Exactly what it is.
So good for you. I'm glad that you overcame that because now it's going to be like such an uphill climb for you.
Hey, that's just going up. Keep going up.
Good for you. Okay. All right. Well, I do have a question that I didn't tell you about. It's a tiny little curveball.
It's gonna. Let's see.
Okay, it's gonna add a little laugh, I hope. If you could have a theme song play every time you walked into a room, what would the song be? And why?
My goodness, there is so much. I would say New Day by Danny Goke.
New
Yeah, I
Day.
think, yeah, something, this is a new day. Yeah. I
Yes.
think, yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Why do you like that song so much? What do you like
You know
about it?
what? It's because every day is a new day.
Yeah.
Every minute is a new minute.
Yes.
And one of the things that I used to struggle with is that I'm getting older and I keep saying, you know what? I wish I'd start whatever I'm doing 20 years ago. And somebody said, you wouldn't have the experience. But
Yeah.
I said, my best years are ahead of me.
Yes. Amen
And
to that.
with the song about new day, it is a new day. Every day is a new day. You get an opportunity to start
Yes.
over and to do
Wow.
something new.
That's a great
So,
thought. Oh, wow. That's very
yeah.
good. That's a great song, too. It really is. We know that we have
Yeah.
new opportunities every single day.
Yeah.
And that's why we don't want to put things off and let things go
No.
because we're missing out. They're missing out. We're missing
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
So, oh, wow. Thanks, Lorna. My goodness. Is there any little other piece of wisdom you want to leave before I wrap it up? Or are you happy with what we've talked about? Or how you feel?
No, I mean, I'm fine. It's just to say, to thank you really for the work
Wow.
you're doing and the support that
Goodness.
you not only give me, but other women, you know,
My
that
pleasure.
you do.
My
And the
goodness.
work you're doing just in terms of, you know, with your coaching and trying to inspire others.
Mhm.
And just so that we've got to keep pressing forward.
Yes.
I mean, it's not easy. We're going to fall and stumble sometime.
And that's why we
You
need
know?
each other, right?
Yes,
And
we
I'm
keep
so glad
standing.
we connected not even a year ago. And
Yeah.
look, you know, and so it's all those people you have to just keep in mind. It's like when,
Exactly.
you know, they were in your life for a reason. So it's like,
Exactly.
it's wonderful. So thank you again for your
No,
time.
thank
We're
you.
going to put everything into your full bio into the link and
Oh, thank
and the
you.
links below, so that
Thank
people will
you.
be able to reach out if they want to reach out to Lorna. So again,
Thank
everyone,
you.
thank you for viewing. I hope that you enjoyed this inspiring talk. It inspired me as well. And I'm so thankful, Lorna. I just want everyone out there to stay bold and brave. That's the best thing we can do for ourselves and for other people. So until next time, stay bold and brave. Thank you for joining us on the Bold and Brave Collective. Lorna George's journey from adversity to advocacy is a powerful reminder of what's possible when we embrace courage and purpose. To connect with Lorna and support her initiatives, visit the links in the description below. Inspired by her story? Subscribe for more conversations with women who shine brightly with bravery. Share this episode to spread the spark. And until next time, stay bold and brave.